What's happening, y'all? We got another exciting episode of Unfazed coming right at you on this lovely Wednesday afternoon. And your boy is a little down today. Your boy's a little sad. Obviously, the Philadelphia Eagles went home in the first round. Shout out to the San Francisco 49ers. We got a lot to discuss. We have a lot to get to. But I just want to tell Eagles fans this. We're not celebrating the Super Bowl, but we have a reason to celebrate. Why? Because Kevin Patullo is out of the building. Throw a parade in Philadelphia. It's not a Super Bowl, but the offensive coordinator, in my opinion, that cost us an opportunity to get to the Super Bowl is out of the building. So I don't feel the greatest, but I feel all right. I got my boy JJ. We back on Unfazed. Let's roll that intro and get this show started today, man.
Refuse to lose, I'm built to win. Apply myself, I filled it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss, I'm paying the cost, I'm in it to win. Yeah. Refuse, mine it can't be diffused. If you ain't thinking the same, then we playing by different rules. You can't see the vision, we living at different views. Until we complete the mission, keep getting up, never snooze. I walked a mile in my shoes, had the mind of a fool, chasing diamonds and jewels. Trust me, I was confused. Started minding my business and used my mind as a tool. Ended up finding my purpose and found the time to get to it. They told me I couldn't do it, they told me I couldn't make it. They sold it, could never break it. That's sadly mistaken. I need a piece of the pie, I want it so bad I can taste it. They told me like Toby, keep on running toes, they gon' take them. Refuse to lose, built to win. Apply myself, I filled it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss, I pay for the cost, I'm winning to win. Yeah. Refuse to lose, I'm built to win. Apply myself, I filled it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss, I'm paying the cost, I'm in it to win. Yeah. Refuse.
What a powerful intro by AJ right there. Y'all heard what he said. We got JJ Ajae here on Unfazed. But look, we're going to get right to it, fellas and ladies and gentlemen, matter of fact. Because maybe ladies watching too. If you didn't know, there was a team that were Super Bowl champions. And they came into the season, starting a dynasty. Going against a team that was badly injured, undermatched. I mean, we talking about this shouldn't even be a game. I thought it was a pick 'em, but some people thought it wasn't even a pick 'em. But they ended up losing to the 49ers, and we got to talk about it, man. Philadelphia Eagles, I'm talking about, they hosted a game in the Link where they never lost since Jalen Hurts been there. First time he lost in the Link. And they hosted the 49ers who never not made the NFC Championship game when Kyle Shanahan has been the head coach when they made the playoffs. But we got a question to ask. What's the biggest reason the Eagles lost this game? And to kick us off is yours truly, the Eagles fan of the show, the guy that represents Philly here. He's still repping the gear and the background. My boy AJ, what's the biggest reason?
My boy JJ, Joe Jordan. Again, happy to be here. Happy that all the fans is here. And Eagles Nation, I'm with y'all, man. I feel it. A painful loss. But to answer the question directly, not one of the reasons, the biggest reason is the coaching staff. The biggest reason the Philadelphia Eagles lost this football game is the coaching staff. Now, could Jalen Hurts have made more plays? I believe so. Could A.J. Brown have caught more passes? I believe so. Could the defense have played better? I believe so. I believe for the first time in a long time, Vic Fangio was outcoached. That was a shocker to me. I was stunned by that. And shout out to my boy JJ Joe Jordan, who consistently brought up the fact that, hey man, you sleeping on this offense. This offense can do certain things. And then you got Shanahan over there, who's a masterful game planner when it comes to getting the offenses prepared to go up against elite defenses. And I'm like, man, our defense is this, that, and the third. I'm not too worried, right? But when I talk about the coaching staff, I'm not talking about Vic Fangio. I'm not talking about the defense because, in my personal opinion, the defense has been holding this team together all season long. So I can't really fault the defense. And at the end of the day, the defense gave the offense an opportunity to win this football game. It takes me back to the offense. It takes me back to this offensive coaching staff. Going into the playoffs, we knew that we had a deficiency at the offensive coordinator position. It was known. It was known. Our play calling is predictable. Our offensive scheme is predictable. We know this. But in my mind, we still got a trick up our sleeve. And that is using Jalen Hurts more in the RPO game. Using Jalen Hurts more as a QB draw, just using his legs more, using his mobility more in the offense, right? We didn't see that necessarily all game long. We ran one QB draw. Actually, take that back. We ran two QB draws. The first QB draw we ran it for 13 yards, got called back for a holding penalty. Referees, a whole nother conversation. I'm going to leave that alone. But that got pulled back for because of a holding penalty. That was a 13-yard game. Got pulled back. Cool. The second time we ran it was fresh off of Quinyon Mitchell's interception on a third down. I think it was 3rd and 10 in the red zone. We ran the ball. Jalen Hurts did a quick QB draw. He slid for 5 yards. We kicked the field goal. I think that was to put us up 19-17, right? When you look at how this game was called, Joe, let me throw some things at you.
Okay.
Number one, Jalen Hurts lined up under center 9 times. Do you know all 9 times we ran the football? Do you know in this football game, we ran the ball on first down 95% of the time? Do you know, Joe, then later on in the down, after you done ran the ball on first down, you ran the ball on 2nd and 18. This is all in the second half, by the way. You ran the ball on 2nd and 18, 2nd and 12, 2nd and 10, and you ran the ball on a 3rd and 13. These are all run plays when you're already behind the sticks. You know, when you're behind the sticks after a first down, most teams come out and throw the football the following possession to get some of those yards back. Unless you believe that the defense is not expecting you to run the ball, which the Philadelphia Eagles have done in years previous, where it's like they think we're going to pass, so we're going to run, and we pick up a big chunk. But the Philadelphia Eagles did that on first down and then came out most of the time and did it on second down, put us in obvious passing downs on third down where we had a 3rd and 13, a 3rd and 15, a 3rd and 10, a 3rd and 12. This is not a territory that you want to live in, even if you're a prolific passing offense. You don't want to live in that type of territory. Not one time out of the single back and I formation did we run a play action. One time, Joe. So every time we line up in this formation, single back or I formation, they know we are handing the ball off, whether it be a handoff to the right, whether it be a handoff to the left or right up the middle. They know exactly what we're going to do. In the first half, they had a really hard time stopping it. In the second half, they sat on it. And this has been an issue with the Philadelphia Eagles all year long. The reason why I blame the coaching staff the most, Joe, is because this theme that I saw in this football game is a theme I saw all season long. It's only but so much I can blame the players. When every game this season just about, you could look at one half, the Eagles look elite offensively. And then the following half, it looks like the other team made adjustments and we can't move the ball. Mind you, these aren't new players. Saquon Barkley been there. Jalen Hurts been there. A.J. Brown been there. Devontae Smith, Dallas Goedert, this offensive line has been there. Maybe not the healthiest, but it's been there. We've seen this offense be prolific. We've seen this offense move the football. We have not. This is the first shot I've looked at the Philadelphia Eagles, and game in and game out, we look like a completely different team, one half to the next. Again, that tells me that after halftime of every game, the opposing team made an adjustment, and the offensive staff failed to adjust to the game to the adjustments that the other team made. And you're consistently coming out and running the same plays and doing the same thing you were doing in the first half, expecting to have success. So when I look at this game, I told my wife, we went up. I think the score was I want to say it was 16-10. 16-10. Okay. Right before the big play, shout out Juwan Jennings. Can't make fun of his name. Nah, he did his thing. Juwan Jennings had to play to, McCaffrey caught the touchdown, right? And the first thing I said this even before that play, I said we're gonna need more from this offense in the fourth quarter. But right after that play, I told my wife, I looked her in her eyes and I said, I don't have a good feeling about this. Because while I was shocked that the Eagles lost the game, as the game started to transpire, as it started to unfold, it wasn't shocking. I had seen this story all season long. I said, I'm very uncomfortable right now. It's a whole quarter left. I said, I'm very uncomfortable right now. Then we came out, we punted the football. We punted the ball, gave the ball back to San Fran. Quinyon Mitchell got an interception. I said, oh, this is an opportunity to score a touchdown. This is the same possession, like I brought up earlier, where Jalen Hurts had a QB draw, ran the ball for 5 yards, and we kicked the field goal. 19-16. I said, 19-17. I said, I have a bad feeling about this. I feel like we about to lose this game. And sure enough, that play calling of conservativeness, of we're going to run the ball just to run the ball. Literally, this man, Kevin Patullo, came out in a press conference and said, sometimes we just run the ball just to run the ball. Word for word. I mean, word for word. Sometimes we just run the ball just to run the ball. No logic behind why you're running the ball. We just do it just to do it. It's mind-boggling. And the last thing I'll say is this. The last thing I'll say is this. After turnovers, after big plays, momentum-shifting plays, what's the next thing you see from an offense? The next play. We saw it in the Super Bowl this past year. A big-time deflection. Shout out Avonte Maddox. You get the deflection. It's a momentum-shifting play. The other team is demoralized. Now the defense is coming out on the field, and they like, dang, bro, this game might be over. And the first thing opposing teams do, play action. Now it's a shot downfield. Now we're going to test y'all heart. We're going to test y'all will because we've shifted momentum. Now it's time to test the will of the opposing football team. Again, we didn't do that one time. After 2 interceptions, Joe, we settled for a punt and a field goal. This conservative play calling, this nonchalant, let's lean on the defense, has been a thing all season long. And finally, we got to a point where the defense couldn't get the necessary stops that we needed. And because the offense wasn't in rhythm the entire second half, because you didn't keep the same aggression you had in the first half, in the second half, it came back to bite you. So I put most of this on the coaching staff. Again, not to exalt the players, not to exalt Jalen, AJ, and the guys on the field. But there was already a culture of complacency. There was already a culture built on we're just gonna get the lead and play safe, opposed to playing to win games. We played not to lose games all year long. It translated to the postseason, and I believe that is what cost us this football game.
Wow. I know you got more to say.
Yes, I do.
I know. But before I go, can you bear me for a second?
Uh-oh.
I'm on the behalf of my client, Kevin Patullo. Kevin Patullo. Hold on. Oh, I'm sorry, my microphone. I got caught up in my sweater. Hold on. There we go. I'm here on behalf of Kevin Patullo in defending his case because I knew AJ would come here and blame the laws on my client, who's dear to my heart, you know. So here's the thing. I heard conservative play calling. It looks like when I took off the sweater, I'm starting to break up. What's going on? All right, but I heard conservative play calling. I heard, we run the ball just to run the ball. I heard a lot of stuff. And some things you said might just be true, but it ain't the whole story. See, here's the thing. I rewatched the game. I watched all 22s. And in my opinion, Kevin Patullo was cooking. He was cooking all game. There were opportunities after opportunities after opportunities. Now, down the stretch, the last drive, did he, call some crazy play? Maybe.
He got the same play 4 times?
He did. But throughout the game, from start to finish, there were missed opportunities because of your boy. Jalen Hurts.
Mm.
Now, Jalen Hurts, he was the one that was conservative. Jalen Hurts was the one that just missed the open guy. He was the one that left the pocket early and was impatient in the pocket. Now, I'm going to bring up Brock Purdy for a second. All right? Bring up Brock Purdy to the stand. And I'm going to show you the examples I'm talking about, what I expect Hurts to do in a playoff game. So let's bring out the footage, y'all. Now, here on the first play, you're like, okay, it was open. But one thing Brock Purdy did in this play, it was anticipation. He threw the ball before he was open. He didn't wait till he get it open and then threw the ball. He threw the ball before he was open, so when the ball got there, he was open. Watch it again. Before he's thrown it now. Now he's open. It's a big play. These are the things I expect Hurts to do on a consistent basis. For the people who missed it, these things I'm expecting him to do. So that's one thing. Here's another throw. Same thing on the other side of the field. Anticipation. Boom! Throw it before he's open. It's a defender on top. It's a defender on the bottom. You still throw the ball. Did he throw 2 picks? Yes, maybe you'll throw a pick, but you got to take these throws. And then you look at this play right here, the next one. Right? Sit in the pocket. Pressure is there. Sit in the pocket and throw the ball. That's what Brock Purdy did in that play. He got hit. He sat in the pocket. He could have ran, but he sat in the pocket and stayed patient, threw the ball. And right here, hold on, before I play this one. On this play right here, there was a defender. We're looking at Robinson on the bottom of the screen. When he cut in, there's a defender that he's going above, and there's a defender in front of him. Purdy threw it so neither can get it, but it was an anticipated throw. It wasn't, let me wait till you get open. He throws it, boom, and he kind of threw it in so he can still catch it. So these are the type of plays that Purdy made all game. Now, let's talk about Jalen Hurts. All right. And look, am I saying Jalen Hurts is a bum? No, I'm not. I'm not saying that. So anybody is watching, you might say Jalen Hurts is a bum. I ain't saying that. But AJ, you are an Eagles fan. So you forced me to watch the all 22s. And I got to tell you, this is the most clips I got of Jalen Hurts out of any game I watched this year. And I was surprised. When I watched the game by itself, I didn't see none of this until I watched the all 22s. I was like, this dude missing plays like crazy. So when I say Kevin Patullo was cooking, let's see what he was cooking up, because he was cooking a good meal. I mean, it was a good meal. The first play we're going to bring up. Now, this right here is a post route by the wide receiver on the top of the screen. All right? The wide receiver on top of the screen. Hold on, let me pause it. You can't see him, but you can see his legs. On top of the screen, he's going to do a post route. He's open, but Jalen Hurts settles for the conservative pass. Let's watch. Watch the receiver first. Boom! Throw it! He conservative. Threw it to Goddard. Let's do it again. Brock Purdy would have threw that. That's a first down. Throw it!
That's not the read. That's not the read on it. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
It looks like that's not the read on the play. It looked like the first read on that play is Dallas Goedert in that curl route. He don't even look Dotson. Is that Dotson? He don't even look Dotson way.
Whoever it was. Yeah, that's my point. Conservative. I'm gonna let you finish. Over and over again. It's all game. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Because y'all blame Kevin Patullo like he's being conservative when that route on top of the screen, that would have got y'all a good chunk of yards. But y'all settled for the first progression, right? So let's go to the second video. All right. I'm not gonna go through them because we'll be here all day. I got a whole bunch of videos of this. So on this next video right here, this is another wide receiver on the bottom of the screen open, but he settles. Watch the bottom of the screen. He's open, but Jalen Hurts is gonna settle. Let's do it. All right, look, let's go back.
Who you talking about? AJ?
We look. Is there AJ on the bottom of the screen right here? At the 40-yard line?
No, that's not AJ. That looks like I can't. I'm blanking on his name, but I got you.
It don't matter. The point is, 49ers are running zone right now.
Mhm.
So Kevin Patullo sent the wide receiver right there and sent Goddard right there also. So this DB has a decision to make. What he does, he's trying to hold off on the receiver and Goddard, but he's more so favoring Goddard. If Jalen Hurts is be more patient, watch the receiver break open in a tight window, that he's not going to willing to take the risk to throw this ball. He's going to settle for the easy one. Right here. Throw it! Brock Purdy would have threw it. This is my point, AJ. Y'all saying that he's conservative, like there's no plays here. There are plays here to be made, but y'all not making them. You set up for the conservative route. Now, let's go to another one. All right, because plays are here to be made, but you're not making them. Who we out? This is the third play, right? Play number 3. You can tell me where to start, because like I said, I got a bunch of plays. You know,
Yeah, hey, do you think I got time? Do you think, bro?
So right here, top of the screen. Let's look at the receiver on top of the screen.
Mm-hmm.
He's on top of the screen.
AJ.
Now, this. I was surprised right here because this is his favorite. This is his favorite throw. It's a comeback route. It's a comeback route. All right. It's a comeback route for a first down, but instead, this is third down. By the way, hey y'all, let's watch it. This is third down. It's a comeback route for a first down, and he throws it to the flat. I think. Let's look at it. What's top of the screen? What's top of the screen? Throw it. What do he do? He throws it at Saquon Barkley. He gets tackled. It's fourth down. You got to punt the ball. That's on Hurts. Boom. Throw it. He don't throw it. He throw it at Saquon Barkley. Fourth down. You got to punt the ball. That's not on Kevin Patullo. He juiced something up for y'all to get the first down. But Hurts settled for the conservative throw. And right there, I was shocked, like I said, because he loved the comeback routes with A.J. Brown. But instead, he threw it.
I'm about to say that
was.
I think that was Dotson. I think it was Dotson.
And that's why on my paper I just put receiver. I mean, I don't know who these dudes are. You know, I don't know who these dudes are. I mean, you got
the players are important though. Like that's an important detail that you leave it out.
But
because you're talking about a play, you talking about a play to Dotson, and you talking about a play to our fourth string receiver. I just want to point that out before you, as you continue. I'm pointing that out, but I'm gonna let you continue.
Let me ask you this: on that play I just showed, it's third down.
That play he could have hit. I think that was Dotson. That play he could have hit Dotson on that play. There was also a play. I'll even give you one. You might have it. There was also a play where Dotson had a post route. It was on the last possession of the game. It was before the AJ pass, and before we threw it to the flat to Saquon, and Dotson had cut across the middle of the field on a post route. I forget what side of the field it was on, but it looked like his progression was to the other side of the field. But
I'm pretty sure I got it. I got everything. You know, I got everything right now, AJ. Now this one right here, this one was crazy, right? Now this one, I ain't even got to show this one because he got the first down anyway. He went with the conservative route, but he got the first down. But I just want to show it because there was dudes open, but he settled for the. My point is, Hurts, he settles for the conservative one instead of he not risky at all. So here's the thing right here: Goddard and AJ Brown open right here, or Goddard and whoever that receiver on top of the screen. I'm gonna play it again. It's open. What? But this is an anticipation throw. You got to throw it as he's turning. And that's my thing with Hurts. I don't think he does that a lot. Now watch Goddard right there, or look at top. Look at AJ Brown. Also, but he ended up throwing it right here. I can't get no arrow, but he ended up getting the first down.
You threw it to Devontae Smith. Yeah,
he ended up getting the first down, so that's not a big deal. I don't know why I got this up. I thought I deleted this one. All right. So then this right here. Hold on. Okay, this right here. I was shocked because this is one of Hurts. This is what Hurts does right here. I was shocked right here, AJ. I was shocked. It's third down. It's the first third down y'all didn't convert. All right. Now, right here, they're bringing blitz, and I'm going to put down Hurts for not really recognizing it. This dude right here in the middle is blitzing. And then what's going to happen there is they're running man. AJ Brown is one-on-one. And you love that all day, right?
Right.
He one-on-one, but instead, look where he threw the ball. It's not a big deal, but come on. Throw to AJ Brown, but no, this ain't it. Oh, this is something different. Okay. Everybody probably mad. Saquon dropped the ball. This is third down too. Saquon dropped the ball. Saquon wasn't about to get no first down. Throw to AJ Brown on top of the field. One-on-one. He's one-on-one. He's one-on-one. Just throw it. But that's not a big deal. I just want to put that out there. You know what I mean? My whole point is there are plays, huh?
Go ahead.
This ain't one what?
Go ahead. Go. Now I want you to finish.
My point is there are plays to be made, but he's not taking the shots. He's not taking the shots. And right here, which one is this? Wide receiver first down. Oh, that's right here, right? The first down everybody was watching is the 45-yard line. That's the first down. Okay? So it don't say which wide receiver. I think on top of the field. Let's watch the play and see what happens. Oh, yeah, AJ Brown. It's on simple right here. AJ Brown open immediately. You see it? First down. Throw it. What he does, he throws Saquon again.
No, what? No.
What?
The DB, no, bro.
What?
I like how you slowed that down. The DB continue to, because I like how you playing it slow, right? The DB only moves to Saquon because he sees that's where the ball is going, bro. Now, if you want to say maybe he could have faked it to Saquon and threw it to AJ, cool. But bro, sitting on that AJ Brown comeback route, bro. He's sitting right there, Joe.
No, listen, it's third down. The first down is the 45-yard line. And it's not a comeback route. It's an in route.
The ball already Joe, the only reason why he's not following AJ on that play is because the ball's out.
Bro, right there, throw it. The ball's not out.
Joe, if he throws the ball right there, that is a pick. That's a clear interception. Bro, Joe. Somebody in the comments, bro. That's a clear interception if he throws that ball right there.
The comments. I got
when you say throwing it, that's the interception. Now what I will give you is if he waited a little bit and maybe pumped to Smitty or pumped to Saquon, okay. But no, bro. When you saying he should throw the ball, bro.
Boom. Bro, nah. I think he should have threw that.
AJ, if that's an end route, AJ didn't even finish the route
because he threw it already.
He stopped like it was a comeback route, Joe.
Bro, he slowed down once Jalen Hurts. Look, once he brought the ball back and went forward with it. Oh, I can't do it slow motion. That's when AJ stopped running. See, he started running right there.
Really, Jalen Hurts wasn't looking in that direction, but Smitty should have been
That's my point. AJ, look at
you talking about AJ Brown. I'm talking about Smitty.
No, I'm talking about AJ Brown, the outside. That's not think about it. The outside. Look at the space. The first down is the 45-yard line. Look at the space.
He should have been more patient.
So look, and then look, the DB started bailing immediately. And the first down was the 45-yard line. And then Hurst didn't recognize that. That's my Kevin Patullo. He called that play. That was the first down. You know, but Kevin Patullo, you know, he what you call him? He aggressive. I mean, conservative.
He is.
All right. Here we go. Hurst is conservative. Now, like I said, what you said might be true, but it doesn't. Hurst was super conservative this game, bro. He was super conservative. Okay, right here. All right. Like I said, I got stop me anytime you want, man. You know.
I mean, I'm ready to rebuttal whenever you're ready. I'm just kind of waiting on you.
You know what? I'm it's one of my last anticipation I'm gonna show. Then I'm gonna show one that he took off too early, and then I'm gonna show this he just missing. Like he just missed my wide open. All right, right here, Goddard is open with anticipation, but instead he settles for an AJ Brown comeback. Now, this ain't a big deal, but Brock, I just showed you Brock Purdy do something similar to this. Is this it right here? Watch Goddard in the middle of the field. Throw it.
No, that's
he throws to AJ Brown. That's a big play.
What was that route though?
Well, you talking AJ Brown?
No, Goddard's route.
No, it was just a straight go out, but he made like a little double move. Look, whoa!
Did he? Okay. I got you.
But he threw it. You know what I mean? Threw to AJ Brown. You know what I mean? Like that's his boy. He got to make sure he good. I feel you. You know what I mean? He started spazzing on y'all, all that stuff. Now look, right here. This is when Hurts left the pocket early. Oh my! This right here was crazy.
Last couple of plays of the game.
Hold on, here we go. Hold on. No. Is this last couple of plays of the game? Probably.
Kev, I'm gonna get to it, Kev. Don't worry about it. Kev. Don't worry about it.
So Goddard right here. Right here is Goddard open in the middle of the field if he just stay patient. Like you said, I think it's in the game, but instead he rolls out to the right for no reason. He rolls out to the right. Look at Goddard. Look at Goddard. But instead he rolls out to the right. He missed Goddard. We're gonna rewind it.
Really, and on that play, so this I agree. And matter of fact, I think Jalen should have ran. I just think he should have ran. I think my biggest criticism of him in this game is he didn't run enough. But that's my biggest criticism because he could have pocket the way the pocket opened up. He could have rolled out to the left and got at least 5 yards on that play, if not more.
I got like 3 plays of him just leaving the pocket early for no reason.
That's a flaw of his.
You know, that's like he didn't leave the pocket early. Now this right here, I don't know if you caught this. This is the first pass play I had. It was a touchdown, but he didn't throw it because he probably didn't see it. Watch Smitty. I think it's Smitty on top of the field. Boom! That's touchdown. But instead, those are AJ Brown. But my point is,
we scored a touchdown on that possession, right?
Yeah, y'all end up scoring a touchdown on that possession. But what about this possession right here, though? I knew you were gonna say that. What about this possession right here, though? All right. So this is. Oh yeah, right here. Since you said, remember, think about who you throwing the ball to. That's what you said, right? When you talking about Dawson, right? Think about who you throwing the ball to. Well, Hurst should have thought about that on this play. Now, this play right here irritated me. I'm not even an Eagles fan. You got Goddard, and AJ Brown on the right side of the field. Goddard has a linebacker on him. It's a single high safety. You got Smitty in the slot, gonna cut through the middle, and it's gonna bring the safety up. And Goddard beats the linebacker, just throw it out. But instead, he throws it up to Jahan Dawson. Look at Goddard. Just throw to Goddard, bro. I would have threw to Goddard. But instead, he throws it to Jahan Dawson. Look at Goddard. Hold on, let me pause it. Bro. But instead, he throws it to Jahan Dawson. Incomplete. So my point is, once again, I got more clips, y'all, but I'm gonna stop right here. My point is, Kevin Patullo didn't call a bad game. He did not. There are plays to be made, but they're not being made. You're taking the conservative route. We're gonna go to the first progression. I mean, obviously, the shortest route might, if it's open, you're gonna take it every single time. Sometimes you gotta be more patient. You look at the coverage, and you gotta be more patient and take the deep shots. But go ahead and respond. And then the comments is flowing. I don't know what nobody's saying. Like, hey, you got to throw the comments. I don't know nobody's saying.
I think some people agree with you. I think some people are similar to me. On some of these plays, I'm with you. That's why I said, was Jalen Hurts perfect in this game? No. He left some plays on the field for sure. But at the same time, some of these plays that you brought up, bro, the progression is not even where you're asking him to throw the football. That, again, is coaching. That, again, is this is the play. You're going to go from left to right or from right to left. We're going to go AJ first, Smitty second, Goddard third. The progression ain't even to get to ball to Dotson down the field or to get to ball to the fourth string receiver down the field or to get to ball to Goddard. Even that last play that you just brought up, the progression looked like the ball's supposed to go from left to right. And he decided on that play, I'm going to give Dotson an opportunity on this play. Half of the plays that you brought up, like I said, Jalen Hurts is not even looking in the direction that you're bringing up. But I also want to say this, Joe. You bring up so the thing about Brock Purdy, and I think that this fits your case amazingly because the quarterback that you compared him to is a quarterback that's elite at anticipation throws. That's his game. Brock Purdy is not a big time deep ball thrower or throws the ball, got a rocket arm, or no, he's an anticipatory thrower, similar to like a Tua Tagovailoa. Both of those guys, he's better than Tua, not comparing them as talent-wise, but they're similar quarterbacks in a sense where they go off of anticipation all game long. That's we gonna put we throwing the ball to a spot, and we expect you to be in that spot. And if you're not in that spot, this is going to be either a deflection or an interception. But you know who he has? You know who Tua has helping him with that? Mike McDaniels. You know who Brock Purdy has helping him with that? The guy that's a mastermind when it comes to timing and anticipation of his offense, Shanahan. And they've been together for years. They've been together practicing these tools of anticipation and things like that for years, right? So it's easy to have that timing down when you've been with the same coordinator for years. The 49ers running the same plays they ran years ago. These ain't different plays. They attack the middle of the field all game long. This is what they do. This is what Shanahan coaches Brock Purdy to do, and they've been doing it for years. And so Brock Purdy, this is a skill that he developed over time. He was decent at it at first. At first, it resulted in turnovers, but then over time, he mastered that craft, got better at it, because that's the type of offense that they run, on top of the fact that he don't have a lot of skilled guys that just get open. So you have to run your offense like that. You have to run an offense that's based off of pure anticipation. You have to get to a spot. This is where I'm putting the football. Now, in the case of Jalen Hurts is not that type of quarterback. Jalen Hurts is the type of guy, to his detriment at times, he's the type of guy, I got to see it. That's the truth. I got to see it. And it's one thing that Kev has brought up before, is one thing I've brought up in passing, not publicly, but in passing, I brought up like, yeah, he's the type of guy that likes to be able to see it before he throws it. That's just him, because Jalen Hurts don't like turning the ball over. He threw a lot of anticipatory throws in 2023, and it resulted in like 15 interceptions, and they killed him for it. He gave guys opportunities down the field in 2023, and they killed him for it. So now going forward, and at the start of last year, it was the same thing. Most notably, the play down the middle of the field to Devontae Smith, the first game of the season against the Green Bay Packers, pick by the safety creeping over, anticipatory throw that they saw, went and got. So since then, he has reeled that back, and now I have to see it. But in my opinion, the timing of an offense, anticipatory throws are not an easy thing to do when you are switching coordinators every single season. I know people don't like me saying it. I know people don't like me bringing it up. I know some people think it's an excuse, but this is a fact. The Eagles run their offense a certain way. This is how the Eagles run their offense. We have A.J. Brown, we have Devontae Smith, we have Dallas Goedert, and now added to the offense, we have Saquon Barkley. This is a talent versus talent thing. This is what we do, right? We're going to out-talent every team we play, right? And the coordinators that come along into that system, right? The elite ones come along in that system and say, okay, this is what y'all do, and this is what y'all have been proven to be good at, the talent versus talent game. So I'm not about to come and shake up the entire offense with a bunch of fancy plays and a bunch of different designs and all of that. I'm going to take what y'all have. I'm going to add a few wrinkles to it. I'm going to add a few small wrinkles to it, and then I'm going to mesh it together. That's what Kellen Moore did. That's what Shane Steichen did. This is the system that's in place. We're going to mesh these plays together so that the play action game is pivotal. The RPO game is pivotal. I'm not just going to run the ball every first down for 2 yards or minus yards. We're not going to do that, right? Most of the plays you brought up, maybe half of them are probably 3rd and 7, 3rd and 8, 3rd and this, 3rd and that. I can tell you a lot of them ain't first down. Most of them ain't first down. Most of them ain't second down, because we was running the ball on those plays, putting us in those obvious passing situations. But the best coordinators, right, they say this is what it is. We just gonna mesh this a certain way so that when it's a pass, it's gonna look like a run, and when it's a run, it's gonna look like a pass. It's the same plays. It's the same thing, right? But this is how we're going to run it to make it unpredictable. Right when that defense drops into the box, we're going to play action and hit you over the top with Devontae Smith or A.J. Brown. The bad coordinators, the Brian Johnsons, who wasn't terrible but wasn't the greatest, the Brian Johnson and the Kevin Patullos, are going to say, it doesn't matter what defense they play. This is what we're going to run, and this is how we're going to run it, and either they're going to stop it or they're not. The Eagles have had film out on them. Now, Saquon Barkley is a new piece, but when it comes to the passing game, because Saquon Barkley should be more of a threat in the passing game, but we don't use him enough in the passing game, right? Teams have had years to study the Philadelphia Eagles offense, the Nick Sirianni and Jalen Hurts offense. They've had years to study the routes, which is why most of them know they run in slants, comebacks, posts, and flies. We know that is the offense. We know that is what they're going to run. And so when it's already predictable, and you don't mesh the plays a certain way, it looks how it looked on Sunday. Now, again, yes, Jalen Hurts has some plays that he left out there. Yes, he has some plays where he was a bit conservative, but that don't take away from the fact that why are we running the ball every first down, and then on second and long we're also running the football? Why is it that we're not taking the shot play after the turnover on downs or the interception or the turnover like we did last year with Kellen Moore? Why is it that on all of these plays, oh, Dotson's open, oh, AJ's open, oh, Devontae? Why is he on half of these plays not even looking in that direction, Joe? Why is the progression from this side to that side when the open guy on this route is all the way on the other side of the field? Why is that the case? Because most quarterbacks, when that first read is open, and it's open for, in some cases, a first down, or in some cases, a quick 5-yard gain, I'm gonna go with that because that's open. Especially if that guy is AJ, or that guy is Speedy, or that guy is Dallas Goedert, because you want to have those guys, like my guy Vaughn would say, right? You want to have a guy like AJ in rhythm, even if it's a quick 5-yard gain, a quick slant, a quick this and a quick that. And the last thing I want to say is this: you brought up AJ. You hit AJ over the top. AJ dropped 3 passes in that game. What you didn't bring up is the plays where he did get aggressive. There were a few plays in this game where Jalen Hurts was aggressive and didn't take the short route. On the second bomb to AJ Brown that he dropped, Devontae Smith wasn't wide open in the flat for a first down. Why? I wish we had that clip. We got that clip though. I know you ain't got that clip.
Did it touch? I'm confused because y'all calling one a drop when it never touched his hands.
No. I'm talking about that second bomb, not the first. The first one.
The
first one he
right side
scored,
of the field, right?
on the right side of the field. The dude had him, and he pushed him off.
I'm not saying Hurts never do it deep, because the one he threw to AJ Brown, he dropped in the fourth quarter. That was an anticipated throw. Right. The one he threw to Goddard after that, they got the first down, wasn't an anticipated throw. So my thing is, he is capable of doing it. He just don't do it.
I'm not saying he's not capable of doing it, but you're comparing it to a guy where that's their offense, Joe. That's their offense. That's the 49ers scheme and offense. They throw nothing for the most part, but it's sometimes Shanahan schemes it where a guy is wide open. That's just sometimes it's like that. But most of the time, their offense is anticipatory throws. Our offense is talent versus talent. We gonna throw this mug up, or we just gonna give somebody an opportunity. And most of the time, these guys in previous years, especially AJ, was running open anyway, or Devontae was running open anyway. Our offense ain't predicated off of scheme and anticipatory throws. Now, again, that's something Jalen Hurts can work on. I'm not saying that he can't, but what I am saying, Joe, is give the guy an elite play caller for more than 1 year, Joe. Give the guy time to grow with a play caller, so that these things can be worked on within the offense, opposed to just you gonna wait for the playoffs. When y'all been playing conservative, not just Hurts, the coaching staff been conservative all year long. Now we're gonna wait for the playoffs to throw all these anticipatory. No, that's not how they played all year. That's not how they've been playing all year.
You came on and said that the offense is conservative. Mm-hmm. That's why he held y'all back.
I'm talking about I'm not talking about.
So hold on. So you think what we saw today is different what we saw all year?
Say that again.
So you think the way he called the game today was different on how y'all called the game all year?
What I'm getting at, Joe, is I'm not saying because at this point I don't have an issue at this point with the route concepts. I don't really have an issue with the pass plays, Joe. It's when we do it. When I say conservative, I mean we run the ball way too much sometimes. That's my biggest gripe. Even though the run game was effective in this game, right? But there are times where, Joe, you don't have to run the ball through the middle of the teeth of the defense 24/7 and not run no play action when the defense clearly know that you're going to run the ball. Joe, we didn't run no play action out of our formation or or single back, Joe. So that's what I'm getting at. I'm getting at like play action. Your first read is Devontae on the deep ball or AJ on the deep ball after the play action. Now, if Hurts missing on a bunch of those plays, we have a different conversation. But what I'm saying is you run the ball on first down, you run the ball on second down, and then you put yourself in 3rd and 10 every possession, and then you get mad when you punt.
Yo, hold on. First off, you told me that Hurts, like Javon would say, he's 1-on-1s.
Yes,
right?
He is.
And to sit here live on television, because we on TV, appreciate everybody watching.
Yeah, of course.
Sit here live on television and say that he's a quarterback that I had to see it first. I don't know not one guy in history that's 1-on-1s who got to see it first.
Can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a question? Can you name me another guy that's done the things Hurts has done in the past game with 9 different coordinators, with a different coordinator every single season? Can you give me the example of that?
What has he done that's been like over like spectacular?
Joe, the man, Joe, the one time the man had a consistent coordinator for 2 years, he was an all-pro quarterback.
Oh, okay, but what did he do in the passing game?
He threw for 3,700 yards.
3,700 yards, which is the
AJ had
probably for all pro for quarterback.
Because he's also a dual threat. But AJ had a career year.
Devontae, we're talking about the passing game. You said, has anybody done what he did in the passing game? Yes, he got all pro because he got a mixture of the running, and y'all won all the games.
That's also a part of it, though, Joe. You not only are you running the ball on first down and second down every play, you take away his legs. So what happened to the QB draw? Why are we not running QB draw?
Like we're going over the place. Listen, it's stick with me real quick.
Yeah, I got you.
He got to see it to throw it. And Kev, I get you the system on that stuff, anticipation. If you can't throw with timing, I see Jaden Daniels throwing timing. I see us, for real, he does throw with timing. Ask your boy Kev, he could probably tell you, right? With us, I be crying a lot about like, yo, we are in shotgun all the time. We are never in the I formation for real. But is that going to stop him from throwing an anticipated throw? Am I going to blame Cliff Kingsbury for a loss if my guys missing guys open? I even came on the show the same stuff I'm pointing out with him. I came on with the Vikings game and pointed the same, like he could have done this. He could have, because I got high standards for him.
Right.
I feel like it was too many plays that was out there that could have been more yards, a first down or a touchdown if Hurts was a little bit more patient, a little bit more aggressive, or threw with some anticipation. The fact that he can't throw with anticipation on the regular basis is bad. And you brought up something. You funny. You said in 2023, he did anticipation stuff and he threw picks. He had 15 interceptions and only 23 touchdowns. That's not a good year.
I didn't say it was. I didn't say it was. So I brought that up for that reason.
So think about it. When he does throw with anticipation, he don't have a good year. Like, he got talent. This brings up, this is why people say this about Hurts. You just said it. We go talent for talent. Your talent be. So you telling me if he don't got the talent, you know you don't got talent, you got to throw guys open. You got to throw with anticipation. Brock Purdy and them are not winning that game without Brandon Ayuk, without all these superstars, with regular guys if he's not throwing with anticipation. So you put Hurts in that situation, you're telling me they're not winning that game? He has to have these superstars.
I would love to see Jalen Hurts in a situation where that is the offense, and it's not just talent on talent. It's more so about our offense is based off anticipatory throws, because that is what their offense is. The Philadelphia Eagles offense is not an anticipatory passing offense. It hasn't been. Since Hurts been the starter, that's never been their offense, bro. That's never been their offense, bro.
It's not look, me personally, you're focused on the scheme. I'm focused on if I'm a quarterback. You know everybody's route. I know what he's going to do. I know what he's going to do. And yes, do you got the chemistry with Kevin Patullo? I mean, you should by now. They're going to playoffs. But you got y'all acting like these are different routes. Hold on, quick. You acting like these are different routes. These are the same routes but different concepts, like different combinations. But it's the same routes. You got timing with AJ Brown. You got timing with Dotson by now. It's 2 years now. You got timing with Goddard. You got timing with Smitty. So the timing thing, I can't get with you with that. So, like the anticipation thing is if I know Smitty, if I see the coverage, I say they run a cover 2. I know that the DB is going to sit in the flat most likely, and the safety is going to sit over the top. If he's running a go route, I know, and I'm sending somebody to the flat. I know when AJ gets past the DB, I'm going to anticipate that, and I'm going to throw it because I know what's going to happen because I know the play. That's what I mean. I'm not talking about Shanahan is telling you or Patula telling you, hey, when he does the post route, so he passed that DB, I want you to throw it. No, you should know to throw that. That's what I'm saying. It don't have to be like it's not part of our offense. Do you see it?
My point is, I'm not saying it's just a skill thing. I'm saying if it's a skill that's worked on over time, in most cases, with the same dang coaching staff. And a lot of times there are elite. This man working with Kyle Shanahan year in and year out. What about Cam Ward?
Cam Ward throws with anticipation. And this is rookie year. First time with this dude. Tyler Shuck throws with anticipation.
With Kellen Moore?
But it's his first year. You keep saying like chemistry. This is their first year. And Tyler Shuck even played the whole year. He got thrown in half of the year.
Jalen Hurts is a Super Bowl champion. An all-pro. Let me finish.
Go ahead.
Jalen Hurts is a Super Bowl champion. An all-pro, a Super Bowl MVP. Devontae got crazy numbers. AJ got crazy numbers. Goddard got solid numbers. The offense has ran a certain way with him playing this exact way that you're criticizing. So if you want to criticize, he don't throw with anticipation, anticipation. Well, it wasn't an issue in 2022. It wasn't an issue last year.
When did y'all have this?
Let me finish. Yeah, let me finish. It wasn't issues them other years at all. Why? Yeah. Because you had competent coaching. Them other years, it wasn't an issue. But these 2 years, really, with coaches that have never called plays on an NFL level, it becomes an issue. And I happen to think that is a coaching thing, bro. I happen to think that has a lot to do with the plays that are called, in my personal opinion. Again, if your read is right to left and you asking this man to throw to the right when his progression is right here to the left and the first or second read is open on that side of the field, 9 times out of 10, that's where the ball gonna go. Now, again, I understand Jalen Hurts can work on his patience. I understand Jalen Hurts leaves the pocket. I never said the man ain't flawless. Contrary to belief, there's no quarterback in the league, maybe outside of Patrick Mahomes, that's not flawless. All of them have some sort of flaw. I do think he leaves the pocket a little too soon. I do think that he could throw in anticipation a bit more. That's one of the things that AJ and Devontae was lamenting throughout the season. He don't throw the ball in tight windows and tight spaces, but then when you give him opportunity in those spaces, guys like AJ drop the ball. Nevertheless, I personally believe that this is a skill with a coaching staff that can be worked on. And in my opinion, he has not had the tools with the coaching staff to properly work on that, nor do I believe the Philadelphia Eagles offense is built off of that. It's never been built off of that, in my personal opinion. So I feel where you coming from, but I don't think they lost the game because Jalen Hurts didn't make anticipatory throws. No, I think they lost the game because of lack of aggression from start to finish. There's a reason why we was the moment we was able to move the ball downfield, we threw the ball pretty much every play, and we was in no huddle offense. Our offense has the most success in RPOs and no huddle offense. Why? Because Jalen Hurts is in rhythm. Jalen Hurts is making plays. We not stopping. We not hard. What play we running? Oh, this is what we doing. Oh, let's come out of the huddle, getting the plays super late. That's when the offense is at its best. That's when the offense is at its best. But this anticipatory throw conversation to me is valid, but it also falls on deaf ears when I've seen the success he's had playing how he's been playing. Jalen Hurts is the one. Jalen Hurts, the coordinator position is the one situation that's not the constant in the offense. So if it wasn't an issue last year, and it wasn't an issue in 2023, 2022, I'm not about to sit up here and say it's an issue and that's the reason why we lost. And I'm not sure if you're saying that's the reason why we lost. I hope that's not what you're saying. But I'm not gonna say that's the reason why we lost this game, which was the original question.
Yeah, AJ, y'all never asked Hurts to go win y'all game in the playoffs. Y'all never asked him to go win it. When the game is tight, Hurts, take us home. I need you to have a game when it's a back and forth and you cooking. Y'all never had that. This was the time you needed it. And there were opportunities for him to do it. And he did not. He was conservative. He was. You keep talking about running the ball first down. All that stuff might be true. But I just showed you a bunch of plays when things could have happened differently. And you keep saying, that might not be his progression, bro. At the end of the day, Hurts been in the league for how long now? Hurts not a rookie no more, bro. Like you say, he's a Super Bowl champion. He's been playing long seasons. You are the quarterback. You know what's going on before the play. When you read the defense, you should know, okay, so this might be open. Let me not throw it to the flat and let me be patient and throw this post route. But no, he throws to the flat. So my thing, go ahead.
There's not a single offense in the National Football League that's successful playing from 3rd and 7 on all game long. It's not. Throw the ball on first down. Play action on second down. There's not a single offense in the National Football League. Everything you saying, my whole point is this, Joe. Everything you saying may be valid. Everything you saying may be valid. But I've seen him play this way before and win. My goal as an Eagles fan is to win. We asked the question, why did they lose? So no, they lost the game. They lost the game, Joe, because they're always playing behind the sticks. That's what they are. They are always playing behind the sticks because they run the ball more than any team in the National Football League on first down. And then on second down, they do the same damn thing. And everybody sees it coming. That is why they have struggled for the most part this year. The run game is not what it was last year due to injuries, due to the offensive line not being the same, things of that nature. And what do? Instead of allowing Jalen Hurts to throw the ball more, we hand the ball to Saquon, even when it's not conducive to the offense being successful, and then we live in 3rd and 10, 3rd and 7, and above. That's why the offense is not successful. If you go back and watch the game, you would see we live. I need my charger because my lights. Oh, here you go. Perfect. We live. My bad, y'all. We live in that territory all game long. That's where we live. And there's no success, there's no offense in the National Football League that is successful under those type of circumstances. It's just not. It's not, bro. It's not.
I don't know how many teams can get 2 turnovers and not turn the ball over. It's at home. And
what we doing after the turnover, Joe? That
AJ,
was my first point.
Do you want me to go through the plays again? You acting like they were not 37, 3rd and 10, 3rd and 15. There were plays to be made, and they weren't. He didn't even try. He didn't even say, you know what, let me try it. Purdy tried and got 2 picks. And guess what? He kept throwing anticipation, and guess what? Stuff happened. Because he had to throw anticipation. When I'm hearing this, if we don't have guys who can win one-on-one,
let me ask you a question.
He can't win.
Let me ask you a question. And we saw him win in 2020. We saw him get to the playoffs with guys who couldn't win one-on-one. But nevertheless,
we talking about playoffs. We talking about the money matters in the playoffs. Justin Herbert got to the playoffs multiple times. Did he ever win one?
Let me ask you a question.
We talking about playoffs.
Let me ask you a question.
Go ahead.
You don't put none of the season or none of this playoff game on Kelly.
I didn't say none of them.
No, wait.
I think the last drive was bad.
So let's play the percentage because we ran the same play 4 times on the last possession of the game.
Yeah,
but Lawyer Joe with the glasses, suit and tie.
Yeah,
say that because he's the lawyer. I
said it in the beginning of my soliloquy, bro. I said that the last drive was bad.
I said you said the last drive was bad, but
yes, I said that.
What I'm saying, Joe, is you said Jalen Hurts misreads. Then you had 20 clips for it. Yes. But you said for Kevin Patullo, oh, it was just bad. You didn't go into detail about the fact
because you did that. Bro, you came on and blamed Kevin Patullo for the loss.
Right.
And then you said Hurts could have been better. That's all you
So
said.
let's play let's fair. So let's play the percentage game then.
Let's do it.
What percentage do you put on Jalen Hurts or the players, or what percentage do you put on the coaching staff? And I want you to do this game, and I want you to do the whole season.
The whole season, we're not talking about that. We're
Okay,
talking
so
about the
this
playoff
game.
game.
This
So
game.
look, let me break it down. Why I'm gonna give our get. When I look at the situation, your defense played pretty well. They gave up 23 points, but they played pretty well. They gave you two turnovers. Saquon Barkley had 100 rushing yards. They ran the ball a lot. Even though you said it's predictable, he did average 4 yards a carry. So he did run the ball pretty good.
I don't know what he averaged in the second half. It wasn't 4 yards a carry. I can tell you that right now.
What did Hurts do in the first half and the second half? My point. What did he do? Like, he had 160 yards the whole game. Hold on. 168 yard passing yards with 35 attempts. And that's bad because of all the clips I showed you. So I think the quarterback, this was his opportunity to put the team on his back and say, you know what? I'm going to make these throws and win us the game. And he didn't do it. Y'all so used to your defense coming out and having great starts, forcing turnovers. And Hurts, there's times we have good games, but they're blowouts because your defense is there too.
AJ Brown.
I never seen y'all win a playoff game when he has to get the job done. I never seen it. And this was his opportunity. Y'all always say he lose when he's not healthy. That's what I have excuse before. And now he's healthy. Now you at home when you don't lose, and now you want to throw the play caller under the bus like you could not have still won that game. Your boy could have still won that game.
Because the play caller been this bad all season long. And I stand by that. Joe. Again,
you knew that
players make plays, players miss plays. AJ Brown catch 2 of them passes. We having a completely different conversation. Completely, because we not then saying, oh, he only threw for 168 passes. He catch one of them deep ball. He catch one of them. Okay, so misreads happen as well then. But AJ dropped passes all game. Did he not?
He dropped 3, and your boy had. I got 15 clips of misreads.
He dropped 3 passes on 7 targets. That's nearly 50% of his targets were drops.
With the last drop, you can cancel it out because y'all still got the first down.
No, I'm not canceling nothing out because on some of these plays that you brought up, Jalen Hurts still got the first down or the touchdown, but you still felt the need to bring him up. So no, that man missed 3. That man dropped 3 passes, 3 pivotal passes in the football game. That's nearly 50% of his targets, Joe.
Kev, you right. Like the last drive, Kevin Patullo was bad. I agree, but is that the reason why y'all lost the whole game? No,
the most important drive of the game.
So
the most important drive of the game. He was bad, but we just gonna gloss over the most important drive of the game and blame it on all these other moments in the game.
Because y'all shouldn't have been in that situation, bro. Y'all shouldn't have been in that situation, bro.
Again, in my opinion, that wasn't on Hurts. We not in that position. We're not in that position because of Jalen Hurts. I stand by that. And you know. I know. I'm talking about Joe. He had a great first half, and it would have been even better if AJ would have caught the ball. He went 11.
He had a great first half.
Of 11 of 16 in the first half for 95 yards. If AJ Brown catches one of those
16 95 yards.
If AJ Brown catches one of those passes, we talking 40 yards, we talking 50 yards, we talking big plays. That goes from 95 yards to maybe 16 to maybe 12 of 16 or 13 of 16 for nearly 150 yards. And you're gonna tell me that's not a good start to a football game? Are you serious right now? If you kept that pace up for an entire game, your quarterback rating is well over 100. Your QBR is well over 100, and you got 300 passing yards for a football game. And you're gonna tell me that's not a good start to a football game?
See, you're so used to your guys catching everything. Nobody always catch the ball, bro. You look. I can count way more misreads than drops. Way more misreads than drops.
Joe, because AJ didn't get targeted 35 times. Jalen Hurts got 35 opportunities to miss a read. He got 35 opportunities. AJ got 7, and he dropped 3 of them.
4 yards an attempt. That's terrible.
Oh my gosh.
4 yards an attempt, bro. for an attempt, and he threw the ball 35 times. And you're telling me Hurts don't get blamed? Hurts shouldn't get a big chunk of this? And he's the quarterback?
And I didn't say
I win this game. You'd be like, my dog Hurts this, my dog Hurts that.
Yes, I would have, because I feel like, well, first off, I'd have gave a lot of credit to the defense for forcing them turnovers too. And I said that going into the game, I put a lot on the defense. But yes, if Jalen Hurts running the same 4 plays back to back, and he comes down and scores a game-winning touchdown, yeah, you're gonna give him credit for that. What are you talking about?
What's the 3 drops? I only saw 2. I saw the one on the sideline, and I saw the one in the fourth quarter.
The one on the sideline, the one in the fourth quarter, and the other one in the middle of the field where he ran that post route. In the middle of the field, he's right there. He right there. Didn't even go for the ball. Not a drop. He didn't even go for the football, Joe. He barely went for the football. I count that. AJ Brown, an all-pro receiver, I count that as a drop, and I'm sure AJ counts that as a drop because you're right there. AJ don't even dive for the football. It's a dime, well, I can't say that's an anticipatory throw because that's not an anticipatory throw.
That's a go route.
That's a go route. I'm gonna give you an opportunity at the ball. That's what that is. But like I said before, AJ catches one of those. I'm not asking AJ to go out there and go for 150, 160 yards, but I'm asking him to make one of those plays. It's a different ball game. That pass he catches in the fourth, even though we got to play to Goddard the following possession, he catch that, bro. He might house that because the safety is flat-footed. And AJ got the speed to bend the corner and at least get further. I mean, that one play might have got us to the red zone, honestly, because he got the speed to bend that corner and potentially house it. We've seen him do it before.
Let me say this. Throwing the ball. Jalen Hurts, if I rank all the QBs in the playoffs, the only QBs I can think about that played worse than him throwing the ball was Justin Herbert. He missed a lot of guys. Maybe CJ Stroud and A-Rod. That's it. Everybody else played better than him, and it wasn't even close. Everybody played better than him.
Can I ask you a question?
Go.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
If AJ catches, let's just say the second bomb, right? And then he comes down in the fourth quarter and catches the other play, and AJ houses it or take it to the red zone. Do you still have that same thought process?
If y'all probably not, because y'all won the game, probably, right?
Okay, then. So
did you watch the Packers game?
Did you watch the Packers game? That's not Jalen Hurts' fault.
Did you watch the Packers game?
Yeah.
Do you see how many drops they had that game?
Who, the Packers?
Yes.
Yes.
They had a lot of drops and they had a bunch of drops down the stretch, but Jordan Love still played good. I don't look at that game and say Jordan Love lost him that game. He played good,
bro.
I'm serious. Justin Herbert, he had drops too. Keenan Allen had 2 drops, but Herbert played terrible that game. He gets blamed. I don't care how many drops you got that game, Justin Herbert. You play bad, but Jordan Love, he played good. Just because people going to drop passes, bro, that's part of the game. But I'm talking about Hurts. He had opportunities and he did not capitalize.
I want to pull this up before I say something, and then we can, because we didn't win that.
This is what they want to see. Don't care about the previews. That's what they want to see.
Jordan, no, it is though.
That's what they want to see.
At some point, we
have go ahead. Jordan Love what?
I'm gonna get there. At some point, we're going to have to come to the understanding and realization of what Jalen Hurts is as a player. Jalen Hurts is not a gunslinging player, bro. This is my beef, and this is why some of these comparisons are not fair, because he's not this type of player. He's not a gunslinger. He's not a prolific pocket passer. Jalen Hurts is a dual threat quarterback. And he's not a Lamar. I never say he was better than Lamar, because Lamar could do it all, especially when he's healthy. So I give Lamar is on this in a whole nother world. Same thing with Josh Allen. And you never heard me say he's better than Josh Allen, because those guys are who they are. That is not the type of quarterback Jalen Hurts is. Jalen Hurts is the type of quarterback that is going to throw the ball anywhere from, I say, in this game, he threw the ball 35 times. But he's typically the type of guy that's going to throw the ball 23 to 30 times. When plays are called the way they're supposed to, or let's just say when he's playing the way he's supposed to, he's going to throw the ball 23 to 30 times. He's going to run the ball another 10 times. He's going to throw the ball for somewhere around 150 to maybe 250 yards. He's going to run the ball for another 50 yards to 60 yards. And they're going to win the football game. That is how he plays. That's his game. Jordan Love threw the ball 46 times. That's his game. That's his game.
You know what I'm hearing? The situation has to be ideal for Hurts to succeed. That's what you're saying.
No, what I'm saying is Jalen Hurts has a certain playing style that has worked in any situation you put him in. He has a playing style that works.
Situation right here.
That's his playing.
Never been a situation right here when he has to make some throws.
You brought up Jordan Love. Jordan Love lost the game. And while we talking about Jordan Love,
let me finish. That's my
Jordan Love. Let me finish. Jordan Love lost the game. Jordan Love lost opportunities down the stretch to win the game, and he didn't. He got the ball back.
No. You tell me what Jordan Love did that was messed up down the stretch. You tell me.
He didn't ice the game.
What did he do wrong?
He misreads as well down the
stretch.
No,
he did not.
Yes, Joe, you gonna tell me he threw the ball 46 times, completed 24 passes. He had no misreads all game,
bro.
He had no misreads down the stretch.
No, you just said down the stretch he had the ball and he misreads, and I'm telling you, he did not.
Okay, so what about throughout the entire game then?
He probably did. Probably missed one. Nobody perfect, AJ. But Jordan Love threw for 4 touchdowns, and he put up numbers, and he had more drops than your boy. Your boy misreads the whole game. He averaged 4 yards an attempt. You just said that Hurts, he's this type of quarterback. You're telling me it gotta be an ideal situation, bro. You realize exposing your boy right now. You're just telling the world that he has to be in a certain situation for him to succeed. So you telling me if we ask him to drop back 35 times, 40 times in a playoff game, he's not going to win us a game?
I'm not
saying
that.
It's not ideal for him? That's what you're saying right now?
I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is...
Because Jordan Love, though, his game is not dropping back 40-some times. Go back and look at the attempts per game. He's right there with your boy, Jalen Hurts.
What I'm saying is you have to use his entire skill set. Look at Lamar Jackson. We all think he's one of them ones, right?
Yeah.
What happens to Lamar Jackson when he's not running in the playoffs? What happens? Hold on. In the AFC Championship game.
The Chiefs.
In the AFC Championship game.
In the Chiefs,
against the Kansas City Chiefs.
When
he wasn't running, how did he look?
Okay, he looked bad.
In the Bills game. In the first Bills game.
Okay,
when he wasn't running, how did he look?
He looked bad. No, he didn't look bad.
What was you gonna say?
I'm not gonna say he looked bad. He had a bad play. That interception was a bad play. He didn't look bad though.
They had 3 points up to that moment. He had a bad game.
You gotta watch the game, bro.
He wasn't
playing.
Watch
the game. I don't think he played bad for real. He had a bad play. But what about the second Bills game?
What was you gonna say about the Bills game?
What about the second one? The second Bills game. What about that one?
What about it? What was
you? He ran zero RPOs that game. He had 2 turnovers. Hold on. He had 2 turnovers in the first half, snapped out of it, and with his arm, brought them boys back, and Mark Andrews tried the game-sealing two-point conversion. And I did hold Lamar accountable, and I said Lamar put them in the hole. But Lamar's arm brought them back in that game.
And like I said, Lamar is on a different level. But what I'm getting at is, in that football game, how much did Lamar run in general?
I don't remember.
Lamar, my point is, Lamar looks different when he's not running, bro. Especially in the playoffs. His game is not the same. He's at his best when you use both weapons, when you use his passing game and his. So what I'm getting at is, we haven't used this man's one of his greatest talents, one of his greatest skills all season. All season, we shied away from the QB draw. All season, we shot away. We ran the least RPO. The one RPO play we ran consistently was the RPO to the flat to Dallas Goedert. We ran that all season long. Outside of that, we shot away from running RPO. We had, I think with Shane Steichen, it was the stat that came out that said Shane Steichen, we had like 1,400 yards off the RPO. And then with Kellen Moore, we had 1,700 yards off of the RPO. And then with the 600, some around those.
No. Kevin Patullo was 600.
Yeah. Kevin Patullo was 600, but with Kellen and with Steichen, the RPO numbers was high. Why? Because they used Jalen's legs, bro. They used his legs, especially in the playoffs. Some of the best plays he made in the Super Bowl, even though the game at that point, it was like we just icing the game at this point, was him escaping the pocket and making plays with his legs. RPO games where he took off. The biggest play in the Rams game, RPO, where he took off down the sideline, would have ran more until he got hurt. Some of the biggest plays against y'all in the AFC Championship game is him moving, RPO, touchdown. We completely took that out of our game, and we missed it all season. I'm thinking we're gonna bring that back during the season, and we didn't bring it back the whole year, and even in the playoffs. So all I'm saying is, you take away that part of his game, and yeah, he's a much different quarterback. He's a much different quarterback. That's a big part of who he is as a player.
But look,
and we didn't run it. We ran it twice, and we got 5. We got on average, whatever, that's 18. We got 9 yards of carry on that, bro. We got 9 yards of carry on that, bro.
Javon said, "Can Hurts audible to a run play, or you think he limited?"
Yeah, he has before. But there comes a time where I'm gonna run with the coach's call, and this is how we played all year long. This is how we played all year long. We've won. So we're going to continue to play how we played. We're gonna play how we played.
Bills game, Lamar ran the ball 6 times, but for 39 yards. But he threw the ball 25 times, 254 passing yards.
And they lost.
Yeah, AJ, am I saying y'all? Am I giving Hurts the blame because y'all lost?
Lamar Jackson's rushing attack. If he runs in these playoff games, I think they win in the playoffs.
No, AJ, listen to me real quick. Am I saying it's Hurts' fault because y'all lost? No, I just gave you the Jordan Love example. Jordan Love lost, but I'm not going to blame Jordan Love. Justin Herbert lost, but I'm going to blame Justin Herbert. Justin Herbert had more drops than you.
So why did we lose?
But he missed dudes too.
So
he wasn't good.
So why did we lose if you're not blaming Hurts?
Hurts was the biggest reason. He was the biggest reason.
You just said you wasn't blaming Hurts. But
I said I'm not blaming him because y'all lost. I'm blaming him because what I brought up. I'm blaming him because he's missing dudes. He had opportunities to get touchdowns, bro. I showed you 2 touchdowns. 1 touchdown we could take away because y'all still score. But it was another touchdown for Goddard when he threw the Dawson instead. That could have been a touchdown. But he also missed guys for first downs constantly all game.
I feel you, Joe. It's just no way you watch that game and say that's the reason it hurts because he didn't make some anticipatory throws.
Bro, it's a lot though, bro. It's a
when they lived on in 3rd and 10, when they ran the ball 95% of the time on first down and ran the ball on 2nd and 18, 2nd and 13, 2nd and 15, 3rd and 13. Like there's no way we watch that game with AJ's drops. Even though the defense played well, the defense not playing as well as they had in previous weeks. And I'm not blaming the defense, but I'm just saying it's no way we look at that performance. And I'm one to say I put the Giants loss on him. I put the Bears loss on them. Lord knows I put the Chargers loss on. There's losses I put on them, but there's no way we look at this specific game and we say Jalen Hurts lost them this game. I think that's outrageous, bro. I really do. I think that's outrageous. But I hear you though. I want to say this. And I want to say this. And I'll let you use your hypothetical that you're getting ready to use. Yep. If we're going to have this standard, when they win, it's because of Hurts. I'm not trying to hear nothing else. If this is the standard, I don't want to hear when they win. I don't want to hear about AJ. I don't want to hear about Devontae. I don't want to hear about all of the talent that they have. I don't want to hear about the coaching staff because we're going to get another elite play caller this upcoming season, probably a Mike McDaniel or Brian Daboll, and we're going to go and do the same thing we did probably in 2022 or 2024 and go on a run because that's just what we do. We recycle bad coordinators for good coordinators, and then we go on a run. And when that happens, Joe, I don't want to hear about anybody else because if this specific game we putting on Hurts, he deserved all the credit for the wins, in my opinion. He deserved all the credit.
He didn't have a good game.
He deserved He
I
deserves
mean, you love numbers
because when he wins, it's everyone else. If Jalen Hurts makes a good play, it's because he got AJ. If Jalen Hurts makes anticipatory throws or makes big time throws, well, he got AJ Brown, where he got Devontae Smith, where he got this and he got that.
Let me ask you
that's what it comes across as. But then when the offense don't look the way it's supposed to look, he missed all these reads, he did all this.
Let me ask you this.
If he the reason why they losing, then he got to be the reason why they winning. He got to be.
Let me ask you this. Give me one playoff game when Hurts was the reason why y'all won.
A playoff game? The Super Bowl.
Did your defense play outstanding that game?
Absolutely.
Okay, give me another game where Hurts was the reason why y'all won.
The Giants game. The first Giants game that we
was
played.
your defense outstanding that game?
Absolutely. They played well.
Okay, give me another game when Hurts was the reason why y'all won.
I gotta go through the Rolodex of playoff games.
Okay, let me ask you this: have Hurts won y'all game when your defense wasn't outstanding in the playoffs?
The two games we lost to Tampa. We lost to Tampa twice, and then we lost to the Niners. No, I would say not. Not.
When the defense wasn't outstanding,
you still gotta do your job.
So every time the defense was not outstanding, y'all lost.
That's fair. Now, can I ask you a question?
That's why I'm putting on Hurts, because the defense been doing their job in every single win.
Can I ask you?
Now, and if it's not the defense, it's Saquon Barkley with the Rams.
Can I ask you a question to rebut? Have we seen elite quarterbacks still lose games when their defense play well in the playoffs?
Yeah, we have.
Okay, so that tells me then that the quarterback still got to go out there and make plays to win football games, right? Especially playoff games.
Yeah.
You still got to play great ball to win in the playoffs, right?
See,
more times than not, especially against high-level teams. You still have to go play.
It's not a high-level team. Hold on.
The Chiefs were.
Hold on.
The Chiefs were. When we played the Giants won a playoff game that year.
Hold on. I'm about to get you right here. I try to. This is like my chunk card here. AJ, do you know why there were a lot of plays open that hurt? Bro, your 49ers defense is not good. I don't know if you know that.
And that's fair.
So that's why it was so. I'm telling you, bro, out of all the games I've watched this year that y'all lost, if I look at every loss y'all had, out of all the losses, this was the most plays. I was like, dang, that could have been something. Dang, I'm telling you, bro, by far. When y'all played the who y'all lose to? The Cowboys. I watched that game. I'm like, it ain't really much there for real. I can give them the L. When y'all lost to the Bears, no, the Bears was ugly, but the Bears was just y'all defense. But I watched the other games. I'm like, okay, I get it.
He played terrible against the Bears in my opinion.
But no, I'm talking about like far as like missing reads. That's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
This game, bro, I'm telling you, dudes were open, but because this defense is not good, they have a good scheme. Because of Robert Saleh, but they got third stringers out there, bro. So it was one play I showed you when it was a single high safety and he chased the guy who's coming to the middle and left AJ Brown 1-on-1. That was stupid.
I'm not,
but the guy the one that's coming towards the middle is already covered and the safety dips down to him. AJ is 1-on-1. That was done by the safety, bro.
It was dumb.
But Hurts didn't throw it.
He threw you 3. He threw you 2 other bombs, bro. How many bombs you won't throw to the man? He gave you 2 other opportunities, Joe, for big plays.
So he just gave up on AJ Brown, basically. You saying?
I mean, no, he clearly gave him another opportunity in the 4th. But what I'm saying is, you're not finna drop back and just bomb at the AJ all game, especially when he ain't playing well,
bro.
We gonna try something else within the offense, bro.
I got 15 clips of just him. Like,
you
brought better.
You brought up AJ, and I never listen. I know who Jalen Hurts is as a quarterback. I never said he played perfect. I never said Jalen Hurts was immaculate. The first thing I said was Jalen Hurts left some plays out there. I know he left plays out there.
That's a lot, though.
But my thing is, to me, the game looks much different if it's called a different way. If you use his skill set to his advantage, the game looks a whole lot differently. If you're playing aggressive from the start, it looks different from the start, opposed to you're in the fourth in a second half of the game, and all of a sudden we can't move the ball downfield because we living on in 3rd and 10. It's wow, that what I give you is maybe that third down play isn't conservative. And maybe you got Dotson, you got these other players, but that don't take away from the fact that you're in the position to begin with, bro. You shouldn't even be in that position because you should be aggressive on 1st and 2nd down, especially fresh off of a turnover. That's football 101. Shot play.
Let me say this last thing, AJ. Last thing, we can move on because I can talk about this all day though, but we'll move on though. When Lamar Jackson lost and they ain't run the ball, Tom Monken had some blame to that. But did I blame Tom Monken for that loss? No, I blame Lamar Jackson. And even the Bills game, ask Carl. Lamar had 2 turnovers, but he brought them all the way back. Mark Andrews dropped the game time touchdown. Tom Monken ran 0 RPOs the whole game, which was dumb. After playing the Steelers, that's all they did for one drive. Literally the RPO up down the field. Even me or Derrick Henry the whole time. But did I blame Tom Monken? No. Did I blame Mark Andrews? No. I blame Lamar Jackson because Lamar Jackson had plays to be made and he didn't make them in the first half. And I feel the same way about Hurts. This was Hurts' opportunity to shut all the stuff up you've been trying to defend for him. You've been trying to say he's one of them ones. This was his opportunity to do that,
bruh. If he hasn't done enough already to show you what he is, there's no convincing you. Him having a game-winning drive against the worst defense in the postseason wasn't gonna make nobody. Was it gonna make you? Was it gonna make Von? Was it gonna make Chris? Anybody that don't think that feel any differently?
I mean, if he would have scored that drive, it would have.
Man, bro, Jalen Hurts has been in several situations throughout his career where it's like if he win this game, or if he beat this team, or if he go on this run, or if he do this, then he is. And he's done it, and we still come back and we have these conversations, bro, and we debate if he is what I say he is. There at this point, there's nothing Dog would have done. Now, maybe if he went on another Super Bowl run, we will be different. It will feel different. Maybe if he had game-winning drive after game-winning drive in this postseason, maybe y'all would be like, all right, we don't have no choice now. But this one game against the Niners, y'all gonna say you shouldn't have been you shouldn't have been in that position to begin with, number one. And number two, that was the worst defense in the playoffs. Y'all not gonna feel that way. Y'all gonna say, let's see how he look on the road. Another Philadelphia home game. Let's see how he look on the road against Seattle. Or let's see how he look against the Rams. The goalpost is gonna move, bro. So
AJ, if he looked good in the passing game, because that's what it was needed this game. He needed to look good in the passing game. If he looked good in the passing game, and he threw some anticipated throw, he looked like a thrower, I would have been like, okay, Hurts. Hurts. Because y'all never have won a game like this in the playoffs. And look, like I know you're a numbers guy. Come on, man. The man 20 for 35, 168 yards in the TD.
Drops of 50-yard drops, bro.
Everybody getting drops. You watch the playoffs, everybody has drops, bro.
Throw the ball as often as these guys you're referring to.
Well, you threw the ball 35 times. What are you talking about? You threw the ball 35 times. It's a lot. You gonna get drops, bro. I'm sorry. I mean, I know you got superheroes over there that everybody gonna catch all the time. You know, by like week 9, y'all had 0 drops in your whole team. So I know you're not used to your guys dropping the ball, but it's gonna happen sometimes, bro. Your guys are gonna drop the ball, but you still gotta deliver. Now you drop the last pass. That's different.
When he know Jalen Hurts ain't never been a passing yards guy. That's my whole point, bro. He's never, bro. His Jalen Hurts play style is not what y'all. I get it though. I get it.
He gotta be able to play. He gotta be able to play the throwing way too. One of the ones, right?
All I ask for. All I ask for is consistency though, because this season it came and went. It happened, right? Jalen Hurts, he had good games. He had down games, right? 2024 came and went. All of these games they came and went. Next year is gonna come around too. Next year will come around too. We're gonna see if the Eagles still have AJ or if we don't. We're gonna see who the coordinator is. We gonna see all of that. And I want this same energy when we win. I'm not trying to hear about these other dudes.
We're gonna put a full. I mean,
we got the all 22. Okay. I'm not gonna be trying to hear. I'm just saying I'm not gonna be trying to hear about all these other guys. I'm not gonna be trying to hear about these other guys, bro. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be trying to hear about all these other guys, because if he got this much bearing, which has been my case from the start, he has more bearing on winning and losing than what people want to give him credit for because of all these weapons around him, right? If we gonna use that now when it's convenient to use it, now that they lost a playoff game and Jalen Hurts missed some reads, then we gotta use it when it's not convenient and he winning Super Bowls and playoff games.
If
and
you
when
show
he
me
making plays.
If you show me footage and he diamond people up, let's do it.
I mean, he dimed y'all up last year. And that credit lasted for a little bit. It ain't last too long.
Bro, you talking about, bro.
I'm just saying, bro.
I mean, he has some. Bro. I mean, did he throw? Did he throw any anticipated throws? I think a lot of them throws was, I gotta see it before I throw it. That's what happened. Kellen Moore was cooking. It's like, no,
Kellen was cooking. He was cooking.
Yeah, you know, that's old stuff though, man. Come on, man. Let's go. All right, man. What we got, man?
Let's do these. Let's do these playoff games, pick 'em style, man. Let's do it.
Okay, yeah. We good. Yeah, I don't have. You know, it's good, man. All right, we got Broncos and Bills, man. So for people who don't know, me and AJ came on here and I picked the Jaguars to beat the Bills, and I called AJ. He could vouch for me, and I said, "Hey, AJ, I'm having a feeling, man. I think Josh Allen gonna win this game, bro."
Mm-hmm.
And sure enough, he did. So AJ, he going with the Broncos because my bad, FJ, right? I'm going with the Bills.
Right.
I'm going with the Bills.
I'm gonna go with the Bills too. I went again. I remember I told you. I know. Remember, I told you they was gonna win the division, but I ain't had too much faith in them come postseason time. And I think that honestly, the game for the Bills to lose in the AFC was the Jacksonville Jaguars. Spoiler alert, I think they get to the Super Bowl now.
The Bills?
I think they get to the Super Bowl now.
Bro.
I think that was the game. I think if there was a game for them to lose, that was the game. I don't think they lose to the Patriots. I don't think they lose to the Broncos. I think that was the game. I think that was the team that was most equipped to beat them because of what they do on both sides of the ball. And the Patriots, I can't just look over because they're right there. But I just think Jacksonville was a little more potent offensively. Just eye test wise, I think statistically the Patriots are better. But eye test wise, the Jags was hitting on another level offensively.
And they were in that game too.
But Josh, you know, I guess he did the anti-Hurts. He made the necessary plays down the stretch.
I mean,
and he won the game.
I never seen Hurts do a 10-yard touch push.
No, that was crazy. That was crazy. But no, I got the Bills. I got the Bills.
All right, so we both got that. So next game we got 49ers and Seahawks. This is a big one right here. 49ers and Seahawks rematch from the last game of the week for the number 1 seed. Who you got?
I got Seattle. I got Seattle. And the reason why I have Seattle is because I think Seattle showed us what they could do in San Francisco against this team when they had a healthy George Kittle. They showed what they could do to this team. This team can dominate the 49ers on the ground. This team can prevent Sam Darnold from making a ton of mistakes because they could dominate that time of possession and dominate them on the ground. And then they have a defense that has already shown what they could do against this offense. And again, now this offense is missing one of their greatest weapons in George Kittle. So that makes it even harder on Purdy. Do I think this game is going to look like that last game of the season? No. Do I think the 49ers are only going to put up 3 points? No. I think they'll be more prepared for this matchup. I think it'll be a closer game. But I view the Seahawks as a better overall team. And I got Seattle. 49ers fans, I give them credit where it's due. They knocked us out. A lot of people gonna look at the hoodie and all that. They're gonna call me bitter and all of that. I really feel like even though they beat us, my personal opinion, I already spoke on how I felt about the game. I just feel as though if things was coached a little differently, that's a win for the Philadelphia Eagles. But I mean Seattle's coach. I think he's coach of the year. They are well coached. They're well put together. They're a well-oiled machine. The only thing that could cost them this game is Sam Darnold. As long as Sam Darnold don't choke, they should win this game.
And because of that, I'm going to 49ers.
Because it's Sam.
I'm going, bro. I feel like Kyle Shanahan has never not made an NFC Championship game when he in the playoffs. This is payback, bro. The 49ers won the first game. They won the second game. It's hard to beat the same team twice in 3 weeks, bro. It's hard to do that. So it's gonna be in Seattle again, and it's kind of like they played on the beginning of the season. Now Kyle Shanahan saw their hand. You know, what I mean, he saw, okay, I now I know what to expect, what they're gonna do to us when we play them, and they don't have Kittle, like you said. But y'all defense good too, bro. Like y'all right there with Seattle, in my opinion. I feel like y'all defense is elite, bro. I had a lot of respect for y'all defense, and they couldn't run a ball for on y'all. They got timely runs. You know what I mean? Like C-Mac got a big run at the end of the game for a first down before the touchdown, like stuff like that. But y'all, if I look at y'all's per carry, it probably was bad. The only thing I'm worried about with the 49ers is their run defense. That's the only thing I'm worried about is the run defense. So I'm going with the 49ers win this game.
That's fair. That's fair. Texans, right. Patriots. I got the Pats.
Only because
I mean, I didn't like what CJ. That was terrible.
I'm going with the Pats too. CJ, bro. I just can't. I don't trust him. I'm going with Pats too.
The Patriots offense is not gonna look like the Steelers offense.
Well, I don't think they're gonna be great, but
I don't think they're gonna be great, but they're gonna be better than the Steelers offense. They're gonna be better than Pittsburgh's offense.
Yeah, I think we all will be better still. Terrible.
I mean, come on now. They're gonna look better than that. So, and we didn't really talk about the Bears. We did a touch, but Bears and Rams. I refuse to believe the Bears is gonna get to an interception.
Give me the Rams.
Playing like this. It's hard to believe, bro.
Give me the Rams.
It's hard to believe, bro. They gonna keep playing. They gonna keep playing like this, Joe. They're not gonna start game. They're gonna start every game slow and try to come back in the fourth. And I know they've done it. They keep pulling it off, bro.
The Rams are the opposite though.
They start fast and finish a little slow,
bro. So it's like, but I'm gonna go with the Rams though. I'm going with the Rams.
I think the Rams are a better overall team.
Yeah, I'm going with the Rams, bro.
I do. I think the only team that could have beat the Rams in the conference, you was looking at them, man. You know what I'm saying? We could have saved y'all. You know what I'm saying? But hey, it is what it is.
I'm cool with the Rams. I ain't got no beef with the Rams. I got beef with y'all.
I can tell.
Nobody before I just save me.
I feel that. Y'all couldn't save yourselves, but anyway.
Last word. All right. But
that's words, man.
My last word. Shout out to the whole R2L network. Shout out to everybody on timeout and full timeout. Shout out to the whole R2L community. Make sure y'all become a member and join the chats because I'm pretty sure this conversation is going to carry on to tomorrow in the chat. You know, so my commanders, man, we got David Blau as offensive coordinator, work with Kevin O'Connell, work with Ben Johnson. Former Detroit Lions quarterback. He was our quarterback coach last year. So last 2 years with Jay and Daniel. So I'm pretty excited about that to see what this young man can do. We brought in Doug Williams' son as our quarterback coach today. And there's news, AJ. We're trying to interview Brian Flores for our defensive coordinator spot.
Oh, nice. That would be nice.
I would love that.
That would be nice.
I would love that. You know, because Brian Flores had never really played with a potent offense. I mean, he did. And they won 15 games, right? 14 games with Sam Darnold.
Yep.
So I'm looking forward to that. The Kings, we trash. That's all I gotta say about them.
Y'all beat us the other night, though, didn't y'all?
I know we did. Dang, it's not good for you right now, bro. Like you lost. The Eagles lost. Y'all lost to us. Dang. You're about to trade Austin Reeves. Shout out to Vaughn and RBO. But that's it, man. And shout out to everybody in the comment section. We appreciate y'all giving y'all opinions and stuff like that. The show is not the same without the comments. So appreciate y'all. And appreciate you, AJ, for allowing me to demonstrate my clips. You know, do you like the Law and Order junk?
Yeah, that was clever. I like that. I like that a lot. That was smooth. But yeah, man, my last words, man. Shout out to everybody that tuned in on my channel, on the R2L channel. It's always a pleasure y'all tuning in and you know what I mean, giving us those views. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, share, all of that good stuff. Obviously, Joe, great episode today. I didn't expect that to go the way it went as far as us debating the entire episode. Like I had no idea that was coming, but I'm glad we did it because it's been a minute. It's been a minute since we had a heated debate. So I think we got to bring that back and have more of those going forward, man. We talked about that off air. So we got more debates coming is what we getting at. We got more debates coming for sure. I just want to tell Eagles fans, man, just be prepared. Be prepared. Because what Joe just did is what they all gonna do. It's because and I'm not saying this about Joe specifically, but people have been waiting. See, we gave people hell last year. We did. We won the Super Bowl. We won 14 games. Jalen got to the Super Bowl, played sensational in the NFC Championship game, played sensational in the Super Bowl, won Super Bowl MVP, and we had a parade down Broad Street, okay? We was celebrating. We was talking our talk. Jalen top 5. Jalen might be the best. All this, that, and the third. So they sat in the cut. They dealt with us. They was upset for a very long time, right? They was hot about it, right? And they waited. They said, Jalen gonna give us a bad moment. Jalen gonna give us a bad playoff game. Jalen, the Eagles ain't gonna repeat. And when they do, we gonna pounce on it. And sure enough, Jalen and the Philadelphia Eagles did just that. We gave them a mediocre season, followed by a bad playoff game. And this is now the offseason. But I'm gonna say it the same way Jalen Hurts said it. I don't know if y'all watch Hard Knocks. Same way Jalen Hurts said it in the last episode of Hard Knocks. Sitting off to the side, looking at the screen, looking at Coach Sirianni. He just said a few words. And it's all I needed going into this offseason. We'll be back. We'll be back. And Sirianni said, I have no doubt. That's all I need. That's all I need. So tough playoff loss. But honestly, knowing we'll be back, having that confidence in my quarterback, that confidence in my GM, that confidence in my organization, knowing that after all of this is said and done, nobody in the comments, unless you're a Patriots or unless you're a Chiefs fan, nobody in the chat can say that they have seen their quarterback currently have as much success as ours or their team have as much success as ours in the last 5 to 10 years. So this is their moment. We remain unfazed, knowing we'll be back.
Unfazed. Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all in the next episode.